He left his coffee half finished on the table. Said, I think we're done, like he'd practiced it before. A little bell above the door rang once behind him, and just like that, 3 years walked out into the rain. I stayed there with my hands around the cup. Couldn't cry, couldn't even feel angry yet. The waitress cleared his side and asked if I needed anything. I almost said his name, instead I whispered, no, I'm fine. Then through the window, past the rain and blurred cafe lights, I saw you, exactly where I'd left you. He said goodbye, you stayed. He walked away, you're still outside, waiting in the rain. Funny, I spent 3 years thinking he was the one who'd take me home. But when he left, you were the one, still there, looming. You stayed, you've seen me dressed up for nights that went all wrong. You've carried me home when I was too tired to talk. You were there on my first day at that job, and all those midnight drives when I sang too loud with nobody listening. You're old now, a little stubborn. Your heater makes that awful sound, and when it rains, your wipers take their time. I gave you that name years ago because lumen means light. I thought it sounded pretty then. Tonight I finally understand. He said goodbye, you stayed. He took his promises and disappeared into the rain. But there you are under that old street light, green paint shining through the water. Maybe that's why I called you lumen. When everything goes dark, you always leave me a little light. I paid the bill and stepped outside, didn't open my umbrella by the time I reached you. My hair was soaking wet, I opened the driver's door and sat behind the wheel. For the first time tonight I cried. He said goodbye, you stayed. Maybe tonight that's all I need. No answers, no forever, no one telling me I'll be alright. Just these old seats, rain above us, and somewhere we can go. I put both hands around the wheel. Come on, woman, let's go home. I turned the key, nothing, I tried again. The engine finally caught, and through my tears I laughed. Yeah, me too. Neither of us starts again on the first try, but we started, and for tonight, that's enough.
It's almost midnight, the chairs are upside down. I wipe the final table, turn the kitchen lights down. Everybody's gone home, the street is nearly still, but there's one chair beside the window I never put away. Years ago, on a colder night than this, I was 20-something with nowhere left to go. I walked into a little diner just as they were closing. Had a few coins in my pocket and too much pride to say I needed help. The old man behind the counter looked at me, looked at the rain, then put a bowl in front of me. Eat first, we'll figure out the rest later. So I leave one light on, one chair down, one bowl waiting after closing time. Maybe nobody will come, that's alright. But once upon a broken night, someone kept the light on for me. So I keep it burning, just in case. Tonight I saw him standing underneath the sign. Young guy, soaked from the rain, reading the menu for the third time. I knew that look, wanting to come inside and trying hard not to look like you need anything. I opened the door, we're closed. He nodded and turned away. I waited a second, but the soup's still hot. So I left one light on, one chair down, put a warm bowl in front of him. I didn't ask where he'd been, didn't ask what went wrong. Some nights a man doesn't need advice, he just needs somewhere warm, long enough to breathe again. He ate slowly, I washed the same glass 3 times. Neither of us said much, we didn't have to. When the bowl was empty, he reached into his pocket. I shook my head, not tonight. He said, how do I pay you back? I looked at that empty bowl and remembered a rainy night, a little diner, and an old man who never asked my name. You don't pay me back, I said, someday, when somebody else needs a light, you leave yours on. He walked into the rain, I watched until he disappeared, then turned toward the window. One chair down, one light on, the soup still warm, just in case.
One, two, I was young, not to ask for very much. If I wanted something badly, I learned to let it pass. New shoes, birthday dinners, lessons we couldn't afford. So when people asked me what I dreamed of, I never had an answer. Then one night, walking home from work, I stopped outside a little store. A dancer moved across a television screen. There was no sound through the glass, but I couldn't look away. She moved like she had something the whole world couldn't take. And for the first time in my life, I wanted something just for me. I stood there until the screen went dark, then ran home, turned on my old TV, and waited for someone to dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move the table, close the door, watch it once, then try again. Miss the step, go back, begin. before. I worked all day and danced all night in a tiny room I could barely afford. I pushed the table against the wall, turned up the TV and cleared the floor. Rewind, watch, try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then came the pounding from the floor below. Bang, 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 keep it down up there. I froze, then covered my mouth, trying not to laugh. Turned the TV down, waited a minute, then started again, a little softer this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then one evening, across the bottom of the screen, 2 words appeared: dancer audition. I wrote the number on my hand and stared at it for 3 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe people like me don't walk through doors like that. Maybe I don't belong there. Maybe they'll know the moment they see me. I've never had a lesson, but I knew one thing: if I stayed home, I'd already know how the story ended. So I went old shoes, shaking hands, a room full of dancers who looked like they belonged. Then somebody called my name. I stepped onto the floor, no angry neighbor, no table in the way. This time I had the whole floor. The music started and suddenly I wasn't standing at an audition. I was back in my little room. The television was glowing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I danced. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 days later, my phone rang. A voice said, "We'd like you to join us." I couldn't speak, then finally said, "I'm sorry. Could you say that again?" You made it. I ran outside, down the stairs, into the street. I didn't know where I was going. I just couldn't stand still. Yesterday, I knew exactly what my life would be today. I don't know anymore. And for the first time, not knowing feels beautiful. The lights changed, people passed. I kept running, laughing, crying, out of breath. I don't know where this road will take me, but for once I'm not running away. I'm running towards something. 1, 2, 3, 4. My life starts here. Friday night again. I almost called 3 friends, then erased the messages before I pressed send. There's a little restaurant I've wanted to try for years. Every time I passed it, I thought someday I'll bring someone here. Tonight I walked right past it, then stopped, turned around and walked back to the door. The waiter smiled and asked me, "How many tonight?" For some reason, the answer felt enormous. I took a breath. Just one. He didn't look surprised. Nobody turned around. The whole room kept on talking. Funny, I thought the world would notice. Table for 1, window seat, please. No, I'm not waiting for somebody to come. You can bring the menu, I'll take my time. I brought myself tonight, and I'm beginning to think I'm pretty good company. At first I kept my phone beside my plate, pretending I was busy whenever someone walked my way. Then the food arrived, and honestly, it was too good to pretend about anything. So I put my phone away, ordered something I'd never tried, and watched the city through the glass. Nobody whispered, nobody cared, nobody wondered why I was there. And somewhere between dinner and dessert, I stopped wondering too. Table for one, window seat please, and yes, I'll have dessert. No special occasion, no broken heart. Nothing happened that I need to explain. I just wanted a beautiful evening, so I gave one to myself. Maybe I wasn't afraid of being alone. Maybe I was afraid someone would see me and think, poor woman, all by herself. But sitting there under that little lamp, I finally understood I wasn't waiting for my life to arrive. I was already sitting in it. Table for one, window seat please, take away the other glass. I don't need an empty chair to remind me who's not here. Tonight is mine, the music is good, the city looks beautiful, and I'm beginning to think I've been waiting a very long time to meet this version of me. A few nights later, at the movie theater, the girl behind the counter asked, one ticket? This time I didn't hesitate. Yes, one. Then I bought the biggest popcorn they had.
Last June night, while we were having coffee, what do you see in me? I'm really nothing special. You looked at me like I'd asked the strangest thing, then smiled and said, you really don't know, do you? You turned my coffee cup so the handle faces me. You walk beside the traffic when we're crossing busy streets. When I say I'm not cold but pull my sleeves over my hands, you never argue, you just turn the heater up. I laughed and said those things, everybody does those things. You shook your head, no, those are the things you don't even know you do. I thought I was ordinary until you told me what you see. All the little things I never thought could matter were the things you kept remembering. The last piece left inside the bag, your side of the sidewalk, a coffee cup turned quietly your way. I thought love had to be something bigger. You said this is big to me. You said I always slow my steps when your shoes begin to hurt. I remember how you take your tea, but forget where I left my keys. I save the last bite of the things you love without thinking, and when you fall asleep beside me, I turn the television down. I never counted any of those moments, never thought they said a thing, but somehow you've been listening to a language I didn't know I could speak. I thought I was ordinary until I saw myself through you. Not a hero, not a perfect man, just someone who notices you. Maybe love isn't always flowers at the door. Maybe sometimes it's knowing which side of the bed gets cold and pulling the blanket a little farther toward you. Then I asked, is that really enough? You reached across the table, took my hand and said, you keep asking what makes you special, like I'm supposed to name one thing. But all the little things you think are nothing are the reason I know it's you. Maybe I am ordinary, maybe that's alright. I don't need to be the brightest thing in anybody's life. If I can be the hand you reach for, the seat beside you on the way home, the one who knows when you need silence and when you don't want to be alone. Maybe love isn't one great thing, maybe it's 1,000 little ones. The next morning we sat down with our coffee. I placed your cup in front of you and stopped, looked at the handle and turned it your way. You looked at me and smiled. This time I knew.
It was raining on my way home. Nothing heavy, just enough to make the whole park shine. I had my umbrella in my mind on dinner when I heard a faint little cry somewhere beside the path. I almost kept walking, then I heard the tiny kitten crying again. I moved the wet grass with one hand, and there you were, soaked from head to tail, shaking underneath the leaves. I looked around, no mother, no one coming, just you looking up at me. I stood there for a moment, wondering how long you'd been alone. You were cold, you were frightened, and far too small to stay there on your own. I said, just for tonight, don't get comfortable. I'll get you warm, I'll find you something to eat. You can have one little towel, one little bowl, one corner of my couch. Just for tonight, that's what I said. But somehow you didn't believe me. I carried you home inside my coat. You left tiny muddy footprints across my floor. I dried your fur and kept you warm, made you something safe to drink. You ate like you hadn't eaten in 100 years, then climbed onto my couch, turned around twice and fell asleep. I sat there on the floor, watching your little chest rise and fall. Yesterday this apartment was quiet. Tonight I could hear someone breathing I said, just for tonight. Tomorrow we'll figure this out. I'll look for your family, ask around, do the responsible thing. But the next evening I came home with cat food, and somehow a little toy mouse was in the bag too. Then came the litter box, then came the scratching post, then a little bed beside the window that you never used, because apparently my pillow was much better. Somewhere along the way, you stopped being the kitten from the park and became the reason I hurried home. One towel, one little bow, one corner of my couch. That's all I promised you. But you kept taking little pieces of my home. The windowsill, my favorite chair, half the bed. And before I knew it, all of my heart. I said, just for tonight. You must have known I didn't mean it. Maybe before I knew, you already did. I thought I was saving you from one cold, rainy night. I didn't know you were changing all the nights that came after. Months later, it was raining again. I folded my umbrella and opened the door. I heard tiny feet running down the hall. I smiled, I'm home. You looked up at me like you'd been waiting all day. Funny, I thought I brought you home. Maybe you brought me home too. Home too. Raindrops a line down the window glass. Street lights are moving slowly as we pass. Someone gets off at the corner light. I rest my head by the window tonight. No need to hurry, no place to be. Just let the evening move quietly. Rain takes me home, soft on the window, easy and slow. Street lights are fading along the wet road. I close my eyes and I'm almost home. The driver turns the radio low. Red lights are shining on the wet road. Two empty seats at the back of the bus. The city grows quieter with every stop. No need to hurry, nothing to say. I watch little rivers run down the pane. Rain takes me home, soft through the evening, quiet and slow. takes me home, soft on the window, warm lights below. The bus turns the corner, my street starts to show. I open my eyes, and I'm finally home. Four in the morning, rain on the glass. I turn on the oven and watch the night pass. Flour on my hands, coffee getting warm. The street outside is empty and quiet before dawn. I hear the rain above the old door and knead the dough a little more. Before the city wakes, the breath begins to rise. Warm light fills the window under a rainy sky. No one knows I'm here, no one needs to know. I make another cup and watch the morning grow. Butter on the table, apron tied too loose. A little radio playing an old familiar tune. The first tray is ready, I set it by the door. Rain keeps falling softly across the empty road. Soon there'll be footsteps, umbrellas at the door. But for a little while, the morning is still mine. Before the city wakes, the ovens glow inside. Steam climbs from my coffee as rain runs down outside. The windows slowly brighten, the darkest hour is gone. I place the bread in rows and wait to greet the dawn. Maybe there is comfort in doing simple things. Warm bread on a cold day, and what the morning brings. No need for answers, no need to understand. Just rain beyond the window and flour on my hands. Before the city wakes, a stranger passes by. I turn the little sign as daylight fills the sky. The rain is still falling, the first footsteps arrive. I open up the door and let the morning inside. Rain came down harder halfway down the street. I ran beneath an awning with water at my feet. A little door was open, a bell rang soft and low. Shelves climbed to the ceiling in a dusty golden glow. I walked between the stories with nowhere else to be. Then one old faded cover was waiting there for me. I found a book in the rain, hidden on a shelf. Someone wrote a sentence on a page inside. The rain may keep on falling, but every road leads somewhere. I read those words again and stayed a little while. The owner said nothing, just looked up with a smile. An old clock kept on ticking as I wandered every aisle. There were names inside the covers, dates from years ago, little pieces of strangers I'd never get to know. Outside the cars went passing through silver lines of rain. I held that little book and read the words again. I found a book in the rain on an ordinary day. Someone left a message, then quietly walked away. The rain may keep on falling, but every road leads somewhere. I closed the book slowly and knew I'd take it home. Maybe they were lonely, maybe they were fine. Maybe those few words were never meant for mine. But years can cross a distance, a page can hold a light, and someone I will never meet walked with me tonight. I found a book in the rain and carried it outside. The street was still as cloudy, the rain had never stopped. But something felt much lighter as I started down the road. I held the book beneath my coat and slowly headed home. Rain stayed all night against my window, soft on the roof, slow in the street. I woke before the morning traffic and listened a while from underneath the sheets. The room was gray, the clock moved slow. Somewhere outside the first lights began to glow. After a night of rain, morning comes quietly. Water on the rooftops, silver in the trees. I open up the window and breathe the cool air in. Nothing has to hurry, the day can slowly begin. I put the kettle on and found my old blue cup. A newspaper was waiting by the downstairs steps. Someone crossed the street beneath a yellow umbrella, and the sleepy little cafe turned its lights on one by one. The clouds were still there, but not quite as dark. A bus moved slowly through the waking park. After a night of rain, the city starts to stir. Footsteps on the pavement, a bicycle somewhere. Steam above my coffee, rain fading on the glass. I sit beside the window and let the morning pass. Maybe the sun won't come today. Maybe these clouds will choose to stay. That's alright. A morning doesn't need a perfect sky to become a brand new day. After a night of rain, the street is waking now. Drops are holding quietly on every little branch. I finish up my coffee and leave the window wide. The rain becomes a whisper, and morning steps inside.